And we came out of the show, and I was hungry. Okay, getting to the point now. And the hunger, said, okay, well, we'll eat when we get home or on the way home. And the passageway that we were in Crown Plaza took us right past McDonald's. Okay. So Sue got into line and said, do you want something? So the temptation was, yes, sure. Okay. So, along came McDonald's and the chips and the Coke, and ate it up all before we got home in the car, and got home in the evening, and I was like really craving more food. You got no idea. I mean, it was quite profound. And our daughter had, or stepdaughter, whatever you call them, grandchildren, had left a can of Coke unopened. So I couldn't help myself. I opened that and I drank that as well. And that was Thursday off. Was it Thursday afternoon? But anyway, doesn't matter. Thursday afternoon, and oh my God, I had a really restless night Thursday night. Friday came along, and I was just totally fatigued. Don, you got no idea. It was, I got out of bed. I sort of hang around. I had a little bit of breakfast or something, and then I went back to bed. Okay, then I got up and fiddled with a little bit of lunch because I was making lunch for Sue too, and they went back to bed. Okay, I mean, fatigue like you got no idea what like. And then Saturday came, and on Friday I took my blood sugar. Okay, it was enormously high at 25. Okay, and I thought that this is not on. Okay, so I decided to fast for 24 hours, which I did. That brought us to Saturday at lunchtime, and I was down to 14, but still very fatigued. Okay, and I said, no, well, and also I was listless. I was depressed. I couldn't write anything on part of our enterprise and what we're doing. I'd open my computer and I would just, no, man, is this really worth it? And I get all sorts of negative thoughts coming into my head. Really, but I thought, do I really want to do this? And but anyway, I decided to then fast and through to now. Okay, and in other words, another 24-hour fast, and that brought my blood sugar down to 11.7. Okay, still very high. Okay, but when you compare it to 25, okay. But I started feeling much better. I did some gardening. I took my shoes off and I walked, did some meditation or contemplation more than meditation on the lawn barefoot, and then went for a walk and so on. And so today I'm feeling really far better and motivated. And I got onto my computer and I've started working again and writing and going left, right, and center. Now, the reason I'm being so long-winded about this is that there is evidence of what rubbish food that turns to sugar does to your whole lifestyle, and immediately, and certainly one of the cures is fasting. Okay? I have been drinking water, and I have had some green tea, and have had a cup of coffee, just sort of spanned out over the last 24 hours. Okay, and that hasn't stopped it coming down. Okay, so I think for me this is proof of the pudding. Okay? And so yeah, that's so I'm feeling so much better. I've written, well, not written. I've done a lot of research today, and then at just about an hour ago, I thought, I just feel like swapping to the other side of the research now. The remedy, the health
Yeah.
side, which I've now started doing, and I
Mm.
started, of course, with fasting as a solution. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I just jotted down a few things and a few references, still very much on the research and documenting these things. So anyway, that's me. Tell me
It's a,
about.
it's amazing how some foods can be just so addictive, addictive and devastating at the same time, can't they? They're
I've always said it, and
mm,
but never has it been as bad as it was,
mm.
in the last 4 days. It,
And one of the challenges is like exactly as you described. You come out of lovely afternoon at the concert or whatever, and
yeah,
think, oh, I just feel like something to eat. And what are your choices? Virtually none.
yeah, yeah. Well, the interesting thing was, we did pass a sort of in the Crown Plaza, like a casual restaurant. Okay.
Mm,
Um, but they were fully booked.
mm,
Okay, there wasn't a seat available.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
so we just carried on walking, thinking we were going to go home or stop on the
mm,
way home. And yeah, and then the passage took us through McDonald's.
mm, mm.
uh,
I can sort
you're
of see
right.
how some people get addicted. Like there's one guy that I'm doing like who's there where I'm working at the moment, and he eats it every day.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just think to myself, you're just a heart attack waiting to happen. You really are. So
And in a sense, it's like somebody being addicted to heroin.
mm,
Um,
mm,
and he doesn't even probably think about it. Okay, he just goes for his next fix, buying McDonald's, and it's
mm.
easy, quick, and
But he
he,
does, but he has these huge mood swings. I sort of was pitching him to be almost like bipolar.
yeah.
There's high highs and then there's low lows sort of thing. And but it's probably more related to a diet than anything, perhaps. I don't know. Mm,
Well, it could
mm,
be bipolar as well, because
mm.
when you have bipolar, things are exaggerated
Yeah,
with the high, and the highs come when the sugar puts you on a high. Okay, but it's
yeah,
very short-lived.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm,
within probably 3 or 4 hours, you're down to that low and that depressed state. Um, and a lot of people, I guess, if they're not addicted, can hide it for today
yeah.
and not have any more of that junk food. But others, have it perhaps every weekend.
Mm.